Вот зашли в музей. Музей славы Манчестер Юнайтэд. Чуть-чуть опаздываем, но сейчас догоним нашу группу. Okay, thank you. Coming.
Да, ты видео записываешь?
Да.
I think that's it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
It's a panning shot, moving shot of the action. So now when you watch this on TV, you've got a rough idea of where you're seeing things from. Alright guys, we're going to go for a little walk now. We're going to go underneath the two stands, make our way to the corner over there, and get the great view, the great pictures. So if you would please folks, follow Graham downstairs.
This way please.
We're not going to be here.
Классно пришли, да? Ага. Все, идем дальше.
Okay, my name's Graham. Tom's going to lead the tour. We ask that you stay together, please. Do not go off by yourself.
No problem. Okay.
Ай, не важно. Записываешь.
Я что записываю? Ну.
Красный дьявол.
Да?
Ну, Манчестер Юнайтэд.
Пока все соберутся, да? Большая, в принципе, так-то. Ну.
Просто одна экскурсия.
Ну. Каждый раз, да?
Да.
Каждый час, да?
На футболе, да, делают.
I think it was 2, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, no, okay, that's different. Alright guys, so here we are in the concourse area. These areas are the same in any sort of stadium in the world really, they run the circumference of the pitch. This is where on the match day around 75,000 come through little doors like the ones over there. Those are the turnstile doors. And nowadays you go through security first and you swipe an electronic ticket with a barcode on. Those barcodes mean we can count it basically. And the big doors are going to open automatically about 15 minutes before the end of the match. That way we can get you up early if you need to catch a train or whatever. Or if an alarm goes off, they're going to open automatically and we can get you out very quickly. We can actually clear the entire stadium in 8 to 10 minutes if we really need to. We've never had to do that. Obviously, we don't really want to test these things, but those are the times we sort of estimate. These are the places you stop to buy a pint or pint place a bet get program before going up into the stands. We're going to move down here in a moment. Before we do, a couple of quick things. Now, it's a very large group and it's a very, very large stadium. Never lost anyone, I don't want to start now. Alright? Make sure you stay together and then you can always see me or Graham, please. If anyone needs to go to the bathroom, it's fine. Just speak to us first, that's all. That way I'm not going to move on without you. Alright? right? And remember, guys, ask us questions. That's why we're here. That's what we're paid for. Don't be afraid to speak to us. If I can't answer you, go Google. We're good. All right? Let's go this way. Just going to pause here and make sure we still got everyone listening. I've been a guide here since, well, for three years and a bit. I worked for the National Football Museum for about 6 years. Yeah, so I've got a background in that. Yeah. And I had my first job for Manchester United in 1995.
Wow.
Good.
Part of the family now.
Well, I've not been here the whole time.
But you know everything.
No, not at all. I've got a better background in general football, if I'm honest. Yeah. All right, guys, this way, please.
Так, выходим на стадион. Огромный
All
стадион.
right, guys, coming out.
Окей.
Fill up this platform and then have a few minutes, take a bunch of pictures, and I'll speak to you after. Lots more space down the end, so keep on going down.
Че, как тебе, Дорин?
Yeah, already been here. Yes, and this is for you, my brother.
Thank you.
Специально со стадиона автора Манчестер Юнайтэд. Эксклюзивно. Для тебя, бро. С уважением, с респектом.
Guys, there is more space down this end if you want to spread out a little bit, you'll be a bit more comfortable. You're all crushed in then. Alright, so where we are now is our accessible platform. We have space at the moment down here for somewhere around 140 wheelchair users, and in the same number of their friends and family or carers, whoever they want to bring. At the moment, don't do that, I'm not first aiding on it. At the moment, we're expanding this platform. It's going to take us a couple of years, but when we're finished, we'll have somewhere around 300 spaces. So we're going quite far in expanding this area. We try to be as accessible as we can to all of the fans, basically. There are 40 seats behind me. Everyone that sits on this corner gets a headset as they come through the door. They get what we call a kick-by-kick commentary of the match. That's a lot more in depth than a radio commentary, and it gives them, the blind and the partially sighted fans a full experience when they're here. So they're not just knowing what, getting the feel of the atmosphere. I'm failing to talk at the moment, all right? They're not just getting the atmosphere of being here at the club, they know what's going on the pitch as well, they get the full match day experience. From down here, you can see the size of the Sir Alex Ferguson stand. So we just left the bottom part of the S of that giant stand. You can see there's 3 tiers, 47 metres roof. It's about 10 stories, so it's very, very high up. The top tier was opened in 1996 for the Euros. The European tournament was played here, so we could add to our capacity a little bit. You can see the old boss's name on the roof. Above his name, there's a row of flags. The centre 2 flags there are for Manchester United and the Premier League. All of the other flags up there represent the home nations of our international players. So wherever one of our guys is from, if they've got a cap for their country, it'll be shown up there. And it goes to the Portuguese flag up there at the moment for the boss, Jose Mourinho. Alright, what we're doing next is going inside for a little while, and we're going to take a look at a couple of the backroom things the public don't get to see when they come here on a match day. We'll be outside again a couple of times later on, so don't worry about that. Later on as well, when we buy the pitch, I'll tell you about the pitch itself, how we've made it, how we maintain it. For now, just have a minute or 2 more to take a couple more pictures, and remember, if you've got any questions, just ask.
Здесь получается искусственный свет, полив всего газона.
Одновременно.
Да. Сколько он вмещает?
85 тысяч.
85 тысяч человек, да, одновременно может вместить. Да, большой стадион.
Okay, folks, follow me, please, this way. Just going to get everybody in now. You need to turn that off on silent, please. Okay? Go on, guys. This way, please. Okay, come on in. Have a seat.
Okay. Да, реально, лучше здесь сесть.
Okay. This is because I can, this is it. Okay, so here we are in the press conference. These microphones aren't normally on, so I know you're aware that I'm quite large, right? We have another one of these rooms, much larger than this, but that's at a place called Carrington. That's the Aon Training Complex. It's about 7 miles away from here. That's the one you'll more commonly see on TV, because that's the one that can fit the bulk of the cameras in. You will have seen this one as well. There's always at least one camera in here on a match day, either for MUTV, our own television station, or whoever's doing the coverage, Sundays and archive and record of what's taking place in here. That's something Sir Alex brought in. Sir Alex quite famously didn't like the press, didn't trust them to quote him correctly, so he wanted a camera in here so he could go back to them if he argued about something he might have said or might not have said. Nowadays, this room really is solely used for the post-match interviews with the written press, so newspapers, magazines, and online articles, that sort of thing. Through the door out the back there, that point upwards and then you all turn around, it's just a door. I enjoy doing that, alright? That's the press bar, so we're going to give the journalists a few free drinks in there. The away manager will come in, he sits where I am, he has his press officers on either side, and he's going to talk for 10, maybe 15 minutes on the matches that are taking place. Around the world, clubs let away managers do their press conferences first. They have to travel to get home, so it's just very okay to see what clubs do. After that, Jose comes in and does the same thing. Managers don't have to, for Premier League matches, they don't have to do their press conferences. They pretty much always do. They may only last a few seconds, depends how happy or not they are, but they generally do them. For European matches, it's a set UEFA rule. If you don't come in and do your press conference, you get a very large personal fine. So they're pretty much compelled to do that. Who saw respect, respect, respect? Does that mean anything to anyone? Okay, so it happened a few weeks ago in here. Jose was not a happy man. He went out of that door shouting that at some journalists. So they don't always spend long in here, like I say, but they do generally come in at least. Now the other thing we used to use this room for was showing our new players to the press. We did that in here from 1992 up until 2002. We had to stop simply because the room's not big enough. Nowadays, when we sign a new player, several hundred members of the press want to come and see them. So really we have to either do it down at the training ground at Carrington, or do it on social media. That's what most big clubs at least are doing nowadays. They'll make a video for YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitter, that sort of thing, and it'll be posted on there. So it's not really like the old days anymore, unfortunately, where they sign that paper and hold up the shirt. But we did do it in here for a long, long time. In 1993, the first player in here was Dion Dublin. How many of you remember Dion? Yeah, there's only ever one or two nods to be fair, but you'll have seen him on TV, guys. He does a lot of pundit work now on the BBC, and even on Homes Under the Hammer on a weekday morning. That's what he's doing now. He's retired, man. Dion was a bit unlucky in his time for us. He got a very bad leg break in about his 6th match